Hi, my name is Lorraine Barber and I live up in Pollock Pines. Today I'm going to show you how to revive a plant that looks like it's about ready to croak. And what happens here is we're going to revive this plant. I'll show you some techniques on how to plant it, and hopefully it'll come back and be vibrant later this summer. This plant was purchased at a local grocery store. They didn't want it anymore, obviously. You can get them for a couple bucks. So it is a hydrangea. You can't identify it. We're going to take this plant with a little bit of this B1 vitamin. Give it some vitamins for the roots to tell it, please come on back to life. It's all about the roots and the root source. And also we're going to use some potting soil that I'm not too particular. Just some good potting soil, organic. And also if you might need a little bit of mend. If your soil is very clay-like, amend is always a good option. And with that, a little bit of rocks for drainage in the hole. So we're going to take you over to the site now of where we're going to plant this hydrangea. So hydrangeas like a little bit of shade. This is a real shady part of our house, so it'll do well over here, and it's a little bit protected from the deer. We have herds of deer coming through here. So anyways, this is the spot. It's very rocky, so we're going to clear out some rocks and we're going to start digging our hole. So I took my hydrangea out of the pot and I noticed it's extremely dry. It's going to need to be soaked, and we're going to do a little bit of trimming to trim off some of this dead growth, because really what we're looking for is an excellent root ball. So, okay, so we trimmed it up. It looks pretty bald. We can take off all the leaves and the dead growth, and we're just really looking at this portion. It's going to come back, so it looks pretty bad right now, but it's okay. It's still alive, and it'll revive itself and become a beautiful hydrangea. So you can see that the soil here is very clay-like. I'm digging and it's just red clay. There's a lot of rock on this side of the house. But you want to make your hole at least twice as big as the root ball. So here we are, we're getting close. It's nice and deep. We're going to soak the hole and the hydrangea in here with the vitamin B1. We're just going to let it soak for a few hours, and then we'll be back to put the good soil in, because we just want to kind of give it a good home. So anyways, this is what the hole looks like, and hopefully yours will look the same. So here's what the hole looks like and versus the size of the root ball. Now I set it in because I'm getting ready to soak it, but you don't want to plant it this deep. You want to have some soil with a little bit of rock underneath for drainage, and then you never want to bury the root ball completely with dirt. This area up here likes to have a little bit of oxygen, so you just would put light dirt here. So this is probably going to sit up about here. So we have probably 4 inches underneath there for the root ball, extra dirt, and a little bit of pebbles you can see. But I'm going to soak this for like an hour or two in water and then a little bit of B1 vitamin. You can buy that at your local hardware store, the vitamin B1. Now I'm getting ready to soak the hole, and I'm going to take some of this vitamin B1, 2 tablespoons per 1 gallon. Then I'm going to take it and pour it into this hole here and soak this little root ball. So 2 tablespoons per 1 gallon. Okay, so we have our vitamin B1 here, and we're soaking the root ball now. We mixed it here in this garden watering container 2 tablespoons to a gallon. And also, we're just going to kind of talk to the plant, make sure it likes its new home, kind of convince it that, yeah, everything's going to be alright. It'll make it. So we're going to just kind of set it here for a couple hours, let it soak, and then we'll do the final planting with the good soil, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So we're just going to kind of stand by, and hopefully this will become a happy plant and be a happy hydrangea. So I just put a little bit of dirt there at the bottom. There's some pebbles underneath. And now I'm going to take my root ball of the hydrangea, and we're just going to set it here, and then we'll put some dirt around it, and we're almost done with our planting. So this is what your hydrangea will look like. Nothing too exciting, but you've treated it right. You've given it some vitamin B1, and you also have soaked the roots and given it some nice fresh soil, and it's got a little bit of drainage here. So probably, in about 6 weeks, you'll have a full plant. Now it looks like this, not quite blossoming yet, a little bit cooler up here in Pollock Pines, so our growing season's a little bit shorter. But anyways, once again, if you go to the nursery, you find some hydrangeas that look like this. They look a little sad, but they can definitely be revived. These actually came from a local hardware store. They were $3, and they just didn't want them. They're trying to get rid of them, but they're so easy to revive, and you will have a beautiful hydrangea garden. So there you go. Just don't forget to water. They do like a lot of water. Do not like a lot of direct sun. They kind of like to have a little bit of shade. They don't tolerate sunburn on their leaves. And today that is what we've completed, and happy gardening.